नंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदा यमुना तीरावनचारी यमुना तीरावनचारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 राम हरे राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे जय राम माधव राधा जय पंचतत्वा जय पंचतत्वा पंचतत्वा जय पंचतत्वा जय पंचतत्वा जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जम विश्वपाद परमहंस परिकाचार्य अस्तुत श्रीमद एसी भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की इस्कॉन बीबीडी फाउंडर आचार्य श्रील प्रभुपाद की जम विश्वपाद परमहंस परिकाचार्य अस्तुत श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्रीला हरिदास ठाकुर की वृंदावन सठ गोस्वामी प्रभुगण की प्रेम से कहिए जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन की। मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की। ब्रजभूमि मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की। श्री श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की। गंगा माई यमुना माई की। भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to Samvali devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to Samvali devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to Samvali devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories, Shri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada ki. Hare Krishna. So we'll recite first prayers. Om Ajnanatirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति सापदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरो वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं सावद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितां च। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले मते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीति नामे। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं दावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। नित्यानन्दम् अहं नौमि सर्वानन्दकरं परं हरिनामं प्रं देवम् अवधूतशिरोमणि। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामने गौरत्तसे नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयति गिरिं यत्कृपातं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणम्। परमानन्दं माधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं। हरि ओं तत्सत्। Hare Krishna. So today we are reading from 3rd canto, chapter 2nd and verse 13. So it's written on the board. So please repeat after me. Yad dharma-sūnor bata rājasūye rājasūye nirīkṣya dṛk-svastyayanaṁ tri-lokaḥ kārtsnyena cādyeha gatam vidhātur arvāk-sṛtau kauśalam iti amanyata arvāk-sṛtau dharma-sūnor bata rājasūye nirīkṣya dṛk-svastyayanaṁ tri-lokaḥ kārtsnyena cādyeha gatam vidhātur arvāk-sṛtau kauśalam iti amanyata arvāk-sṛtau dharma-sūnor bata rājasūye nirīkṣya dṛk-svastyayanaṁ tri-lokaḥ kārtsnyena cādyeha gatam vidhātur arvāk-sṛtau kauśalam iti amanyata dharma-sūnor bata rājasūye kārtsnyena cādyeha gatam vidhātur dharma-sūnor rājasūye vidhātur dharma-sūnor bata rājasūye dṛk-svastyayanaṁ kārtsnyena cādyeha gatam vidhātur arvāk-sṛtau kauśalam iti amanyata. Vaishnavis, dharma-sūnor bata rājasūye kārtsnyena cādyeha gatam vidhātur arvāk-sṛtau kauśalam iti amanyata dharma-sūnor bata rājasūye nirīkṣya dṛk-svastyayanaṁ tri-lokaḥ kārtsnyena cādyeha gatam vidhātur arvāk-sṛtau kauśalam iti amanyata dharma-sūnor bata rājasūye nirīkṣya dṛk-svastyayanaṁ tri-lokaḥ kārtsnyena cādyeha gatam vidhātur arvāk-sṛtau kauśalam iti amanyata. Hare Krishna. So word to word meaning. Yat, the form which dharma-sūnoḥ of Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira, bata, certainly, rājasūye, in the arena of the rājasūya sacrifice, nirīkṣya, by observing, dṛk, sight, svastyayanam, pleasing, tri-lokaḥ, the three worlds, kārtsnyena, in sum total, cha, thus, adya, today, iha, within the universe, gatam, surpassed, vidhātur, of the Creator, Brahmā, arvāk, recent mankind, sṛtau, in the material world, kauśalam, dexterity, iti, thus, amanyata, contemplated. So now translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Translation. All the demigods from the upper, lower and middle universal planetary system assemble at the altar of the rājasūya sacrifice performed by Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira. After seeing the beautiful bodily feature of Lord Kṛṣṇa, they all contemplated that he was the ultimate dexterous creation of Brahmā, the creator of human beings. Purport. There was nothing comparable to the bodily feature of Lord Kṛṣṇa. When he was present in this world, the most beautiful object in the material world may be compared to the blue lotus flower or the full moon in the sky. But even the lotus flower and the moon were defeated by the beauty of the bodily feature of Lord Kṛṣṇa. This was certified by the demigods, the most beautiful living creature in the universe. The demigods thought that Lord Kṛṣṇa, like themselves, was also created by Lord Brahmā, but in fact, Brahmā was created by Lord Kṛṣṇa. It was not within the power of Brahmā to create the transcendental beauty of the Supreme Lord. No one is the creator of Kṛṣṇa, rather, he is the creator of everyone. As he says in Bhagavad Gita 10.8, Aham sarvasya prabhava matta sarvam pravartate. So, thus ends the purport by Srila Prabhupada. So, Hare Krishna, before I begin saying some words on this special verse, I seek blessing from all the devotees assembled here, especially all the senior devotees, His Grace Rameshwar Prabhu, His Grace Jivnath Prabhu, and on other devotees. So please bless me so that I can release this Krishna consciousness and I can explain to all of you and purify myself. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So like this chapter name is Remembrance of Lord Kṛṣṇa. And as we are seeing that how Uddhava was totally absorbed in the thought of Lord Kṛṣṇa. So it was his, I'll say, he was releasing the Krishna consciousness. The more he was releasing, the more he was trying to explain the scenario, the complete absorption, what he had on the scene where he was seeing that how the different demigods are coming, different persons are there, Yadavas are there, and all different personalities. And how they are perceiving the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So every person they are perceiving according to their realization, according to their surrenderance towards the Lord. The more we are surrendered towards the Lord reveals to us. A very important quote from Bhagavad Gita in the 11th chapter, 4th verse, Prabhupada is writing, if the infinite reveals himself, then it is possible to understand the nature of the infinite by the grace of the infinite. So again I repeat, if the infinite reveals himself, then it is possible to understand the nature of the infinite by the grace of the infinite. So Prabhupada very nicely he kept in his purports that how much we may endeavor, this everything it depends on Lord Kṛṣṇa. The more Lord Kṛṣṇa is revealing himself to us, the more we will explain these things to others. And why I was just contemplating on this thought, that how this whole situation is going on. So I saw that yes, this whole living entities, how they are struggling in this material world, and they are suffering actually, the threefold miseries. So what is the remedy? The gopis, they are saying, Tav kathamritam tapta jivanam kavividhitam kalmasa. Maybe I just missed the line. Tav kathamritam tapta jivanam. This we are struggling in this material world with the three modes of material nature. And what is the remedy? The pastimes of the Lord Kṛṣṇa. And the similar situation, not the similar situation, here I am seeing that how Uddhav and this Vidura, both of them, they are talking. And both of them, they are feeling so much great anxiety and separation from Lord Kṛṣṇa. So only one solution for them, that the remembrance of Lord Kṛṣṇa. The more they are remembering, they are more feeling solace to themselves. So it depends that how much we have actually taken Kṛṣṇa consciousness. The more we take Kṛṣṇa consciousness within ourselves, or we practice Kṛṣṇa consciousness, the more Lord Kṛṣṇa becomes very pleased, and He's awarding His pastime, mantras, everything. So similarly, in our case also, because as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has requested, that we have to preach. How we have to preach? Jare dekho tare kaho Krishna updesh. So how it can come in our life? Now the question comes. The more we have Krishna consciousness, the more we will meet people, will give it to them. If we don't have, then we can't give it. We cannot like force someone that, okay, you go and preach or you go do something over there. But it depends that how much we have taken Krishna consciousness. How much we have realized that yes, this Krishna consciousness, this Krishna Katha is only the solution for all the people. The more we will realize, the more we will give. Nobody has to tell us that, okay, Prabhu, why don't you preach? Why don't you do like this? So I see that's what Prabhupada has created, this society, that yes, all the gentle, Prabhupada is saying one of the quote, I'll just say. He's saying in the Bhagavad Gita, one of the lecture, he's saying, so we have formed this association, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And I invite every one of you, not only in America, from all parts of the world, come and join and learn this Krishna science and preach all over the world, that people will be happy. It is the business of the human being not to exploit each other. The human being is meant for doing good to others. So the total idea of Srila Prabhupada is that yes, invite people. Invite and create a society first of all, that they release this Krishna consciousness. As we are seeing this incident, that how Uddhava is releasing his Krishna consciousness. And that's what he was totally absorbed. In the beginning slokas, if we go, it was written that Uddhav came from the spiritual world. He came from the spiritual world, means he was totally absorbed in Krishna consciousness. So very important understanding for all of us, that how much whether we are in Krishna consciousness or not. Because Krishna consciousness means we release every moment of Krishna consciousness when we are in the society of Krishna consciousness. As Prabhupada is saying, he is inviting everyone. He is inviting, and when they will come and when they will see that yes, we are releasing Krishna consciousness ourselves, automatically they will take up the process. Automatically. We don't have to teach them that, that you become Krishna consciousness. It's our own example. And that's what we are seeing, that how Uddhava is trying to deliver the message that yes, you take up the message. So very important that how we release Krishna consciousness ourselves. The more we will release Krishna consciousness, the more we will give it to others. And that's what the two-way process goes. Like we have in-house, like in the hospital, we have in-house patient and outdoor patient, the two patients. So the in-house patient is taken care nicely. So when we are also in the society of Krishna consciousness, and we are releasing Krishna consciousness, and those who are going to preach, maybe they are giving the Krishna consciousness in the form of book, maybe in the form of holy name, maybe in various ways, prasadam distribution or anything. And now they have tasted a bit of that. How much they have tasted? A small fragment of Krishna consciousness. And they said, oh, so nice. And they will invite, okay, please come to our temple, please come to our International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And when they will come, and they will say, oh, I have got the reservoir of pleasure, reservoir of bliss in the Society of Krishna Consciousness. Automatically they will become Krishna Consciousness. Isn't it? A very good example, as we are reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam. The two slokas were given to some of the disciples. They were reciting in the forest, and they were releasing themselves. They were releasing so much that when Sukadeva Goswami heard, he said, oh, so nice. From where you learn? Who is this great personality? As we are seeing the form and the qualities of Lord here. So Sukadeva Goswami is just asking to these two disciples of Vyasadeva, that can you let me know? Where is that? So they redirected. Where? Go to Vyasadeva, the reservoir. So yes, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us the message that yes, you go and preach to everyone and give a taste. What we have to do? Give a taste to them. That yes, this is Krishna consciousness. And they say, oh, such nice thing. And then bring it to him. The reservoir of pleasure. The association of devotees. That's the, I will say, the reservoir of pleasure. Because when we talk about the reservoir of pleasure, that is only in the association of devotees. Why we are saying about devotees? Just think for a moment about a scene of Vrindavan. Close your eyes, you are seeing the Vrindavan. What we are seeing? Is Krishna alone? Huh? No. He is with the devotees, isn't it? What he is doing? He is releasing the taste, the mellows with his different devotees. So when we also come in the association of devotees, we also try to release the Krishna consciousness. And when it will happen? When we take the association. And association means Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam and all the 9 devotional processes. Isn't it? So if we are not, how to understand that whether we are in the association or not? Are we releasing the same or not? That's very important. Because these all devotees, when we are seeing the picture of Krishna in Vrindavan, everybody is releasing their Krishna consciousness. Everybody is trying to serve Lord Kṛṣṇa. So when we also come in the association of devotees or maybe in the community of devotees, what we have to check? The two things. Am I releasing? And what is my service? Isn't it? Am I doing some active services? Because Prabhupada always quotes, devotional service means some active engagement in devotional service. We cannot be, like sitting ideal, okay. The whole day if we have to engage, then we have to be in the thought process that yes, how we can engage ourselves in Krishna consciousness. Our Krishna consciousness tuning is tuned or not? Otherwise what will happen? We are in the other association, Maya association. So very important that how we take the association. When we take the association, we should release the each and every aspects of Krishna consciousness. Yes, some may have different other inclination in the sense the Krishna consciousness. Some may like book description, some may like deity worship, may like preaching, some may like prasad distribution. Everybody has their own inclination to serve the Lord. That's good. But we have to be totally absorbed in the thought that how much we have taken Krishna consciousness. We have taken Krishna consciousness means when we are alone or maybe away from the Lord. We cannot be away from the Lord because Lord is always within us. Just we have to realize it. So that's the fact. We cannot be away from the Lord. But still, like as the physical presence, how much they are feeling separation. So this is only possible when we are in the association of devotees. But when we are in the association of devotees, we have to be very, very careful. Because how we are taking association. If we are not careful enough, then we may bring a, I'll say, very misfortune situation for us. We have seen some of the examples, like this Nalkuvar and Manigriv. Both of them, they got the association of Narad Muni. But they say that, why the Narad Muni is, coming over here? They didn't release the association of Narad Muni over there because they were tuned to material world. Their channel was tuned to material world because they were enjoying. So such a nice place, such a nice association of Narad Muni, so he should be releasing it. That okay, such a nice person, he has come, he can enlighten. But he was so shameless that he could not realize it, that yes, Narad Muni is there, and they were naked. Similar examples we see in the life of Prajapati Daksh. Prajapati Daksh also, he got a very nice association. Lord Shiva and all the assembled devotees over there. But he started seeing all the faults. Although Shiva is having no fault, but still he got some fault. So this is the material consciousness. So we have to leave some certain conditioning that okay, these things is not allowed, isn't it? As we know that, how to understand that we are in the spiritual world or in the material world? Saying non-enviousness. Non-enviousness is the hallmark of spiritual world. So we have to just check that okay, how much we are in that. Because when we are seeing the devotees association, when we are seeing devotees, we are releasing each and every moment. There is no envy in that. It's not a question of like junior, senior, and that. How much others they are engaged in their Krishna consciousness. And when we are seeing helping each other to grow more and more in our Krishna consciousness. The more we help each other, the more we will grow in our Krishna consciousness. The more we have the crab mentality, the more we will fall. And that's what in Krishna consciousness. Because you see, if we don't leave this crab mentality, then we may go and preach so much, bring so many people. But what will happen? Ultimately, they will run away. They will leave. Because they will say that they have just done their advertisement very nicely, but there is nothing practical over there. So that's what Prabhupada wanted, that yes, when we come in Krishna consciousness, we together what we do? We chant, dance, and release our Krishna consciousness. The more we will release, it will reflect to others. Reflect. And automatically, everybody will be in tuned. Tuned in the sense like, I'm just giving one example. Everybody is trying to serve Lord Kṛṣṇa, and everybody has some small engagements. Maybe the temple authority or whoever has given the engagements. So if we engaged nicely, then what will happen? A very nice environment, very nice kind of tuning will come. Like in the kirtan you see, the kartal nicely, mirdang nicely, then nice sound. Everybody is enjoying. But if we just try to make our own tune, what will happen? It will not match. And we feel suffocated. Oh, stop it, stop it. Okay, kirtan is good, but you are not making it to the tune. So that's what the tuning is there. That how this Vidura is going, and Uddhav is just tuned. And how he is tuned? He is tuned to Golok Vrindavan. And he just absorbed in the thought, and each and every aspect as the pastime goes. And he is watching that how the different devotees like Yadus and the queens and others like the kings and demigods, especially here in this verse, they are seeing Lord Kṛṣṇa and how they are explaining or releasing the mellow of Lord Kṛṣṇa consciousness. Yes, definitely Prabhupada kind of, warned the demigods that it cannot possible for Brahmā to create the transcendental beauty of Lord Kṛṣṇa. And he is not a self-material creation. So definitely, so this is very important that how we take up the masses. If we are not aware that, okay, what these things are going to bring in my life, then slowly what will happen? We will go away from Krishna consciousness. And Prabhupada always he is stressing, many times you will see in his classes, in his purport, that we have to listen Krishna Katha from the pure devotees of Krishna. Don't look at me, because I'm just trying, I'm just trying to repeat what Prabhupada said. So I'm just trying to follow the orders of Srila Prabhupada. And Prabhupada is saying that we have to take shelter. We have to take shelter of the pure devotees. Why we have to take shelter of pure devotees? Because when we are taking their association, when we are hearing from them the Krishna consciousness, our tuning happens automatically. I just recite one of the quote. It's coming from Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, 20th chapter, 25th verse. So here, this verse says, "My dear Lord, you are glorified by the selected verses uttered by great personalities. Such glorification of your lotus feet is just like saffron particles. When the transcendental vibration from the mouth of great devotees carries the aroma of saffron dust of your lotus feet, the forgetful living entities gradually remembers his eternal relationship with you. Devotees thus gradually come to the right conclusion about the value of life." So it goes on, that how we have to hear the Krishna Katha from the pure devotees of Lord Kṛṣṇa, because they are carrying the saffron dust particle, and when it touches to our heart, our Krishna consciousness automatically awakens, automatically. It's not like I'm just posting that how when Srila Prabhupada is a pure devotee, he went to the Western world, and within short span of life, he made so many, devotees, because he was carrying the Lord within his heart. And when he was speaking, the saffron dust particles were emanating from his lotus mouth. And then whoever was hearing, whoever was coming in contact with Srila Prabhupada, they all became devotee. So very important that we take this association, and that's what Prabhupada was again and again stressing, that how we take the association. And he wanted that we also create the same kind of association wherever we are, so that when someone comes, immediately they become devotee, because they will be able to recognize that yes, this process is susukham kartum avyayam. Otherwise, we are practicing Krishna consciousness and we are only not releasing, then others would understand that yes, they are not releasing Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada was coming from Los Angeles to Hawaii. So Prabhupada narrates this incident in one of the lecture, New York, 1966. And then later also in one of the room conversation with Uh, yes, I'll just see. It was. This is a room conversation with Dr. Karan Singh, the former cabinet minister at the time of Indian government. So Prabhupada is saying to him that I was traveling from Los Angeles to Hawaii. One priest, a gentleman, there sitting, out of his own accord, he came to me and began to talk with me that Swamiji, I see in the face of your students brightness. How you have created brightness? He admitted that. And then Prabhupada again saying, another priest, Christian priest in New York, in Boston, he issued a pamphlet that these boys and girls, they are the boys, they are our boys, but we see that they have got this nice qualification. They are mad after God, but we could not give them. So it is a process. The madness after God is there in everywhere, in everyone heart. But because it is now covered, we have to. So and go on. So Prabhupada, he saw that yes, the outsiders also, the priest, he was admitting that yes, these boys were my boys, but now they have so bright faces, they are mad after Krishna. How this can happen? So he could not understand, because this is the process of Krishna consciousness. When we are taking Krishna consciousness very, very seriously, not committing offenses and not, following the 4 principles very nicely, chanting around attentively, and we have very nice association of devotees. The moment what happens, the brightness comes to everyone's heart, face, and others would able to realize it. And that's what this lecture in the sense means, like the Uddhav situation. That Uddhav was also totally absorbed, and Vidura is able to see that how much he was absorbed and how much he is releasing his Krishna consciousness. So if we also take the process very nicely, we don't have to say someone that, okay, you take up the book, this is a book of, happiness or bliss. They will take up. They release every moment. Like I see Jivnath Prabhu and others, when they are chanting, everybody is making the videos, that how much they are releasing their Krishna consciousness. And they are distributing to the others. The chain process. One devotee and then other devotee. So much crowd is coming to Sridham Mayapur? Because they are able to understand, yes, the devotees are enjoying Krishna consciousness. If you want to see the madness, go to Mayapur. So that's the madness, we have to get it. And it will come how? Was saying, when we are hearing. So we have to hear from the pure devotees in the association. If we are not in the association, definitely we are bringing some misfortune for ourselves. So it's very important to check, even in Sridham Mayapur or anywhere of the part of the world, am I tuned to the association of devotees? And then coming to this verse today, that how the different personalities are over here, different demigods are there, and they are watching Lord Kṛṣṇa. And Prabhupada is saying, in the material world, maybe we can compare what is the best item. What is the best item? He is saying, blue lotus flower and the complete moon. Because we don't have something to compare. Because others cannot relate it to that. We have to give some reference that, okay, you relate it with that. So Prabhupada, just for our understanding, he gave. Because he know that there is many more, more to that. But they won't be able to relate it. So that's what he gave. I don't have much experience about the blue lotus. Some of you may have. I have just seen the full moon. So yeah, definitely very, very beautiful. So the Lord's bodily feature is also very beautiful. So when we are seeing, we are totally absorbed in the thought. That is how beautiful Lord is. And many times, devotees, they are just stunned by seeing the beautiful form. And that's what the service Janivas Prabhu and Pakijangi Prabhu was doing. So very important that how we release our Krishna consciousness, whatever service we may have. When we put our heart in that, definitely result will come. Others, they would able to realize it, that yes, here they are mad after Krishna. Every moment, like when we see Janivas Prabhu and other, they are totally absorbed that yes, how to dress Krishna very nicely. We cannot dress Krishna nicely. Whatever we are giving, it's like bhusana bhusanangam. It's the ornament for the ornament. But still we try our best. That okay, whatever little service we can offer to Krishna, Krishna will be very pleased. So yes, these all demigods and others, they are seeing the Lord in different various aspects. But they are not able to release the mood the way Uddhav is releasing. Because still they are attached to their bhog and aishwarya. Bhog aishwarya prasaktanam tayapta chetsa. So this, if the tendency of bhog and aishwarya is there, then we can't release the Krishna consciousness. So we have to leave those things, that okay, now I leave these all things and surrender myself to the instruction of the spiritual master. Very, very important. That how we can grow more ourselves in Krishna consciousness. Because our vision is kind of covered and contaminated. So we need someone's vision. That who is having the vision? Prabhupada gives many times the example of layman and blind. So when we are blind, what we have to take? We have to take the help of someone who is having the eyes. And who is having the eyes? The spiritual master, the pure devotees of Lord Kṛṣṇa. That's what we say. Om ajnanati mirandhasya. This ajnan, the ignorance has to be driven out. And then only we can able to see, we can able to release the form. Otherwise we are seeing that everybody is trying to see Lord Kṛṣṇa, but they are not able to realize it, that oh, he is the Lord Kṛṣṇa. How this is happening? Now the question may ask. Krishna covers. Just see the power of the devotees. Krishna keeps himself reserved, isn't it? And the devotee, what he does? He reveals it to Krishna. Because when he says the Krishna Katha, the saffron dust particle goes, enters in the heart, and then he becomes fully aware that, oh, Lord Krishna is the master. I have to serve him. He's such a nice person. So how much devotees are very merciful, that they have the power of attorney. That okay, they can give it to Krishna. Krishna says tomorrow, Krishna dite paro, tomara sakati ache. So yeah, definitely, we have to take shelter of the spiritual master and the parampara. The more we take shelter and try to apply their instruction in our life, we may not be so, perfect, but yes, when we are in the hand of a perfect master, then we will do the right thing. Prabhupada gives one of the example of the newly entered the medical practitioners in the hand of expert doctor. So they may not be the expert, but when they are doing the surgery or maybe the operation in the presence of someone who is expert in the guidance of them, then they will do the perfect. So yes, in our state, especially my stage, I'm not so I have to take the shelter. I have to take the instruction from them. The more we take the shelter, the spiritual world will be revealed to us. And then we will release more and we'll give it to others. So this is the secret of our Krishna consciousness. So I'll just conclude what we discussed in today's class. So in today's class, we discussed that how Uddhav is releasing his Krishna consciousness. And he is trying, because this is only the remedy. And in whole world, everybody is suffering. So when we release our Krishna consciousness, we can give this Krishna consciousness to others also. Nobody has to tell us that, okay, you go and give it. But we have to create the environment also. Because when we go preach, bring it to the reservoir of pleasure, the reservoir of pleasure has to be there. And we have to check whether our spiritual world tune is tuned or material world, tuned. And then how we can advance when we take shelter of the spiritual master and the genuine bona fide representative of Lord, then by their mercy, by hearing them, the saffron dust particle will enter in our heart, and then automatically the Lord's form and everything will be revealed to us. So thank you very much. Any reflections or comments? So Jivnath Prabhu wanted to say something.
Thank you, Rasamaya Prabhu. So you were mentioning that it is our duty to preach, but yet we may feel that we are not qualified to actually be a preacher. But Srila Prabhupada gave us an example how anybody or everyone should preach in a room full of very distinguished gentlemen. He was talking about that, preaching, and he said everyone should preach. And he gave the example to Saraswati, a young little girl, 2 years old. He said, "Who is God?" And she said, "Krishna." And he said, "See, she is preaching." So that very basic start can be there for everyone. We can all preach, and we all should be preaching. But one of the things that's really important here in Sri Dham Mayapur is, in case you haven't noticed, we have a lot of people coming to the temple. And simply by smiling, walking around and smiling, or saying Hare Krishna to a pilgrim, and you'll be surprised how they respond, because they are here for that purpose, to take a little bit of Krishna consciousness away from this. And so if we just smile to them, they will think, "Oh, these devotees are so nice. These Hare Krishnas are so nice." And if you smile and say Hare Krishna, they're going to feel, "Oh, now I have connected. There's something special there." So that preaching is there for everyone. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So, in absence of any comments other, we'll stop here. Gantra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande.